Hey everyone, it's Darian. I'd like to talk today about an absolute life source and golden elixir of the adult world. Something so simple that we take for granted every day. The bitter and very powerful espresso, down to a very tasty and very delicious peppermint coffee mix, or even Starbucks coffee, Dutch Bros, energy drinks, uh, even down to a very simple soda can. What does it all have in common? Caffeine. And why I'd like to talk about caffeine so much is because where we see a 400 milligrams of caffeine daily usage in anyone from 18 over, anyone from 17 below only has 100 milligrams. Why is this so important, Darian? And why are you bashing on the world's most popular energy source? And frankly, something we all probably use as a way to stay up all night to do some research projects or homework, or even use it for 9 to 5 so that way we can get through this day without absolutely losing it. It's not us I'm worried about. It's those youth who are 16 and under that I'm worried about. And that's why I come here today to talk to you all about why I believe anyone below 16, and even made a law that no one under 16 should be able to consume caffeine as a way to help and protect their developmental processes, their sleep process, and their anxiety as a whole. Now, again, I get it. All of us use it, and it's all so important for us. But let's take it into perspective. Like I said, 100 milligrams a day per 16 or under little kid, right? According to a medical article by Andy Atkinson on August 3rd, 2022, they brought into perspective this. 12 ounces of soda, something so small as Coke or Pepsi, or even Sprite, has 20 to 40 milligrams of caffeine in that can. 8 ounces of tea in, say, a boba cup, or even a little thing you do yourself, right? Only has 30 to 50 milligrams. Cup of coffee, 8 ounces, 80 to 100 milligrams. Already pushing that limit that normal kids can consume and be safe about it. And something that they get targeted on the most as specialty drinks from Dutch Bros, or bright and colorful cans at Walmart or Walgreens in energy drink aisles. An 8-ounce can of, let's say, Red Bull, Monster, whatever it might be, has anywhere from 40 milligrams up to a skyrocketing 250 milligrams per can. Now, that's crazy. That's already half of my limit right there, and your limit even, for caffeine. But for a kid, that's 2.5 times more than their daily limit. And some kids roughly consume 2 of those. That's insane. To think that something so simple and so good tasting can be so dangerous for them. But why is it so dangerous for them? Well, according to a medically reviewed journal by Amy Morin on January 27th, 2022, Professor Morin sort of brought into perspective the negatives and the overall addictive capacity that this stimulant can provide for youth, and especially us. Just 100 milligrams a day can overall screw up their system, and especially their central nervous system, to where it brings such a dopamine rush every day to them, to where they get addicted to this caffeine, to this Starbucks drink, whatever it might be, to a laser cat from Dutch Bros, as silly as it sounds, to even a strawberry something Monster, something like those can cause addictions to something we see so vital. And while it may not seem like a huge deal, it's something good for them. They find it energy. It can be very negative in the sense of it incites muscle spasms, stomach issues, heart issues as arrhythmia, or even cardiac arrest, down to sleep apnea, to their synapses not firing properly, or even their development being stunted and their growth overall. It's wild to think that that can be so violent and so obstructive for them, right? Well, to put it in true perspective, I found this source to be amazing. It was a sort of research article from New Zealand by this person named Sophie Turner and published on 17 February of 2023. While it was something in New Zealand, this will really put it into perspective. They found that globally, nearly 70% of people worldwide, everywhere, consume caffeine as a mental stimulant. 70% of the whole world, when there's billions upon billions of people and more being born every day. And out of those people in New Zealand, specifically, the average consumer was 68.3 milligrams per day in youth. And that, compared to our people and our youth of today, anywhere from 13 and 17, they found, had 52 to 66 milligrams per day. It's crazy to think that something so innocent seeming can be so crazily popular and yet so incredibly dangerous for the youth. And that's why I hope you'll see my side of it and encourage something so simple as water, or as I like, electrolyte water from Circle, from Gatorade, from anything you might find. Neo even, I believe, is another great one. Something so delicious tasting can still provide the energy that the youth can use on a good basis and be safe about it. So that way we don't see that development stunting, that anxiety show, or even that sleep issue that we may all find now. As without coffee, I wouldn't even be doing this presentation now. But we should be saving the youth from this. So again, I hope you'll see that this law that I'm bringing to you, that anyone below 16 should not be allowed to consume caffeine, should be put in and should be taken serious. Thank you all for listening. Have a great day.